So the question I have, when you look at 26, do you think you look at somebody that might have the versatility? I mean, everybody has kind of dismissed Zaven Collins because he's a linebacker. If you talk to his coach, you could line him up and put him at a D end and have him rush the passer. You could put him in coverage and he'd be able to cover as a linebacker. Do you think the Browns value versatility maybe as another, I don't know, thing that you check on the box of who you want to add to your defense?
Yeah, that's clearly the way this is trending, right? Joe Woods wants to be able to play multiple and diverse packages, have 3 safeties, 2 linebackers, perhaps 1 backer. It is going to be fascinating to see how this defense progresses over the first 8 weeks of the season next year. Shameless plug here. I'm working on a piece centered around, if the Browns draft a wide receiver early, who should GM Andrew Berry target? And that concept of versatility would apply to the offensive side of the ball as well. They're not going to, if they go wide receiver, I would be surprised if they drafted strictly an outside guy or strictly a slot guy. They're going to look for that versatility across the board. And the beauty of picking at 26 and the moves that this front office have made the past 2 seasons have really, and especially if a guy like Jadeveon Clowney joins the Browns, it makes the 26th pick quite it puts less pressure on the pick to have an impact season next year. Like when they picked 10 a year ago, the left tackle that they selected needed to come in and start day 1. This roster is so clean and there are so few holes that you really don't need your first round rookie to come in and play a lot of snaps. So you could have an embarrassment of riches at the wide receiver position, right? If some guy falls, you draft an heir apparent to Odell and Jarvis while still having those 2 on the team. It's a Dallas Cowboys situation. If they go Zaven Collins, then you have a defensive player capable of playing traditional middle linebacker or rushing off the edge. Either way, neither player needs to play a ton of snaps in year 1, and especially early. And that's a luxury that the Cleveland Browns aren't used to.
Right. They can truly get a guy they really value at 26, regardless of position. And that's the way successful franchises build through the draft.
Yeah, it's exactly it. It is a luxury that a lot of teams don't have. There's a cliche in sports. Perhaps it's just accurate and shouldn't be a cliche, but the moment you have to make a move or have to do something, you're screwed. The Browns don't have to do anything. We joked on Gotta Watch the Tape the other day that they could just pass their pick and forget to submit it and they'd be fine. They could pass on every round and be okay for 2021. Now that's obviously suicide going forward and they would never do it, but you get my point that they are in such a chill spot right now that they can just sit back, relax, watch the board fall to them, and really take whoever they please.